Hi, good day everyone. We're from ISPS, the International School of Port Spain, and I'm Shabal. This is
JC.
I'm Bridget.
I'm Blake.
I'm Anna.
and today we're going to be talking to you about an organization called Reach Out, and we're all from Trinidad and Tobago, and that's a twin island country, 30 miles off the coast of Venezuela. For some of you that might know where it is, and we have a population of 1.3 million people, and we're known for many things such as the home to the scarlet ibis, and we have the best tarpon fishing in the world, and we're known for like Maracas Bay with shark and bake, and lots of like Carney swamp and a lot of special places in Trinidad.
In Trinidad and Tobago, poverty is extremely prevalent. More than 1/5 of the island is below the poverty level. As a result, the children don't get offered a very good education. They all have to take an exam called SEA, which when they reach the ages of 11 or 12, they have to go through it. This exam is extremely important and affects almost the rest of their lives. What the problem is most children that are poor don't get offered help with their SE exam, so they aren't given lessons, private lessons, or things that people who are more well off are given privilege of. So this means that sometimes they end up in a lower level high school, which is bad because they're not offered the same things like scholarships or things that will help them enter the tertiary level of education. This means that sometimes they end up in crime or end up with low wage jobs, which they end up not being able to support their family, which causes an entire cycle, which means their children will end up in the same situation they are and it just continues.
So you may wonder, what is Reach Out? Well, Reach Out is a community service organization within our school where we visit a community center every Saturday to tutor less privileged children. And we help them with their homework, with their studies, and for this big exam that they do when they're in grade 5 called SEA, and which JC was talking about. And it's really important that we help them with this exam because it can really shape the way that their future goes. And a lot more of those SEA students are coming to us now because we have advertised Reach Out a lot more. And we help them with subjects like math and English. There's a very wide variety of children that come to Reach Out. They're from ages like 6 to 14. And so we have to have a lot of books for these children, a lot of supplies. Some of them don't have supplies, so we provide these for them, like pencils and erasers and stuff like that. And Reach Out was founded by a teacher in our school called Mr. Blackburn.
No.
When Reach Out was founded a couple of years ago, there was a main goal, and that was to provide education for all, so education for those who couldn't afford it. And basically since then what we did was we improved the infrastructure, so the facility, basically giving them a nicer learning environment to come and be comfortable in. We also painted the office, we fixed the bathrooms, we put ceiling fans, purchased furniture, as Cheval or JC mentioned before. We put like stationery as well because some of them would come and they wouldn't have any. We also had to get teachers on board, so every week we have about like 2 or 3 teachers that come, and they also do the same thing as us, where they help the kids learn as well. And Reach Out is, I know we spoke a lot about like the education part of Reach Out, but it's not only about the education part, it's really about, you could also look at it as building relationships between two different, like completely separate worlds. Like the world that we come from, obviously we're very privileged children, and then they're less privileged. So usually we wouldn't get the opportunity to interact with people from less privilege. So it gives us that opportunity as well. And the kids actually end up relying on us. We create relationships with them. It doesn't. Yes, we help them with their work and they do well in their exams and stuff, but it's not only about that. we create like relationships with them, as I said, and we look forward to seeing them. We have like kids, you know, we all have our favorites and they have their favorites, and yeah, so it just also allows us to get a different perspective on life. You know, being able to so closely work with these children and seeing like, you know, aspects of their life as well, how it could affect them.
Also, apart from the education aspect of it, Annalise was just talking about like us bonding with the kids, and we get to bond with them as we teach them, but also we have a 15-minute break at every reach out session, and we provide them with food and snacks, and we talk to them and they talk to us about their lives and tell us their problems and the things that make them happy. And we also have fun days in between, so it's not all about education. Basically, like on Christmas Day, we had a fun day, and we brought them gifts and presents because they come from an environment where they might not be able to have gotten something from before. And we also let them make cards for their family because they might not do that on their own time. And we did it with them and bonded also. And then we had a fun day at our school ISPS, and we brought all the children from Reach Out to ISPS, and they were able to be in like a better environment. And we had bouncy castles and cotton candy and popcorn, food and games, and they were allowed to bring their family too. So we got to meet their families and see where they came from, and they got to meet the people that tutor their children and that they bond with every week. And we also did a fundraising event called Rock Out with Reach Out, and basically it was like a concert where we brought in many different singers from Trinidad, and they performed, and all the funds went towards improving the community centre at Reach Out. And we had a sports day for the kids where we went to the community centre and we bought hula hoops and footballs and many different sporting equipment, and we were able to have a fun day with them and bond with them. So we do these events in order to get closer to the kids and to let them have some fun in their lives, and we also do it to raise funds so that we could improve the community centre with the sanitation and supplies, and maybe install an AC if we raise enough funds for that also. So obviously when we started we had a goal in mind, and we wanted to make this organisation sustainable, so even when we left the school it would be able to go on with many more students to come. And basically when we started we had to improve the condition of the community centre, because when we went it was not too sanitary, so we had to improve the sanitation of it and create a learning conducive environment and make it safe and sanitary, where students and teachers and different volunteers would be willing to come out and learn and teach. So by getting to make it sustainable, we have to continuously go each week, because they come to rely on us and they form bonds with us and they look forward to seeing us each week. So everybody needs to continuously go each week, and they can't be slacking and not feel to go for a certain week. And also we encourage the children that go there to tell their friends. And what we did was we made flyers and we said all the information of Reach Out, like what times it is and the age group that we tutor and the different subjects that we're able to help them in. And we handed it out to people from that area and to the heads of schools of that area to tell their children. And when we did that, we actually got a huge influx of children in the community centre, and we were able to help them all out. And we also want to host more events to raise more funds, so we'd be able to improve the community centre even more, because even though we've improved it vastly up till now, there's still way more that we can do to make it even better. Like for example, we want to create a library to encourage reading for the children, because many of them aren't able to afford books. So we have sort of a library set up now where we have shelves and different books that the children are able to check out and like bring back for free, so they don't have to pay for anything and they're able to read and learn more. And we also plan to use our funds to buy different educational games so that we could teach the children along with having fun with them. And we also use the funds to broaden the horizons of the children, because they usually don't have the privilege to leave like that area that they live in. So we're going to use some of the money we have to create outings for them almost and broaden their horizons. And currently what we're trying to do is we're trying to arrange a trip to Wasamakai Ecosystems Permaculture Farm.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed our presentation on Reach Out. And right now, if you guys have any questions or comments on Reach Out, we'd be glad to take them. Thanks.